When people talk about facilities and corporate real estate outsourcing, they really only reference the 1990s to any of the first real estate outsourcing mandates that came about. And if you think of the rapid advancement of our industry over the last several years, IT and technology has driven a lot of really the changes in outsourcing. But it's really the rapid change around workplace, workforce, talent, integration with technology, human resources, all the way down to business planning and CRM. I think the biggest change in focus has been traditionally through the 90s, 2000s, even up to current time. Most of our interaction with corporations and with sourcing groups and real estate groups has been on a business-to-business relationship where we were providing services to a buyer and the buyer was telling us how our services were. We are now both aligned and focused on the end consumer. Is really looking at the workplace, the business, and being an advisor to the business, taking on far more of a consultative role and working with them on business outcomes. Is really being driven by changes in business in general. I think that most global organizations right now talk a lot more about centralization. Several CEOs have talked about in the past the real estate companies, even when we started to globalize, we were all talking about thinking globally and acting locally. And what that really did was it drove fragmentation in the business. It definitely drove fragmentation in the delivery. And so there's really been a sea change in the way they've gone about it. And they've said, you know, we've got it all wrong. It should have been, we need to act globally, act consistently, act centralized, and then think locally for those local differences. But what that allows you to do is have a far more joined up delivery globally for these organizations, which can drive efficiencies and productivity in the workplace.